Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold on.
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on beexposedradio.com.
How did you know that this is what you wanted to do as far as being a singer or entertainer?
It's always been in me. It's always been a part of who I am since a child. Since a child, I've always gotten karaoke boxes, and I've always learned this song and solos in school and all of those things. And I met my Reflections actually in high school, and we were singing and we were singing back then, choral music.
Douglas High School.
Yes, quick, come on through here. So
2 G's in a day pass.
Okay, 2 G's in a bus pass, baby. It used to be, of course. It was destined. I feel like it was destined. My whole family sings. Everyone in my circle sings. This is like I just couldn't get away from it. I'm always gonna sing.
Where did your personality come from? Are you always this crazy?
Yes.
Yes. Crazy.
Right.
I woke up like this.
Okay.
And went to sleep like it too.
Literally.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show.
I know it's on. I gotta find it. I know that bitch talking about somebody. Oh my gosh, what channel? What station? Oh my gosh. No, I'm gonna miss it.
I mean, that bitch always talking about somebody. I don't know what's going on.
I know. Remember what he said about me?
He always talking about somebody.
As soon as somebody ready to stop to him, he get quiet. Lies. Now it's my turn to talk. Talk Lately starts now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Good evening. And welcome to Talk Lately. Of course, I am not Monny. He is on hiatus. But this is your girl, Big Mama Amma, stepping in for the temporary. So we are going to get
I know it's on. I gotta find it. I know that bitch talking about somebody. Oh my gosh, what channel? What station? Oh my gosh. No, I'm gonna miss it.
I mean, that bitch always talking about somebody. I don't know what's going on.
I know. Remember what he said about me?
He always talking about somebody.
As soon as somebody ready to stop to him, he get quiet. Lies. Now it's my turn to talk. Talk Lately starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Talk Lately with Monny. This is your girl, Big Mama Amma. I'm sitting in for a little while I can't hear you. While Monty takes a break. So we're going to jump right in here. Most of you, if you are news followers, know that there has been some drama happening over at Chris Brown's house. Yes, I can. So this morning at about 11, they were live streaming outside of Chris Brown's house. There have been reports that Chris Brown had pulled a gun on a young lady at his house after a party or during a party, effectively ending the party, sending her home, making her leave. She says that she had the gun pulled on her. Well, you know what? We've got our sound. We've got our sound bite. Not yet. Okay, no, we're working on that. Okay, so I can tell you. She claims that she was admiring a piece of jewelry, and afterwards, his people demanded that he told her to leave. Yes, said that he pulled a gun on her because she was admiring the piece of jewelry. Then they told her to sign this non-disclosure agreement. And then to go over the non-disclosure agreement. She refused to sign, so then she leaves. Okay, so we'll be touching on Chris Brown throughout the entire show. We're also going to talk a little bit about Huma Abedin. That is Anthony Weiner's wife. She has announced that she is getting a divorce, so we'll talk about that. There are some juveniles who are suing the show Empire over time lost while they were filming in their juvenile hall. So we'll talk about that because I feel several ways about that. So we'll come back to it. Pharrell, Robin Thicke, and T.I. will be appealing blurred lines. So that's happening. And then we'll jump on some local stuff. We've got Hogan announcing that starting next year, school will not begin before Labor Day, which I personally think is a great idea, but we'll expound upon it later. And then we have Zika, guys. Big news. Zika, the number of cases that have been here in Maryland, not just Baltimore, but in all of Maryland, and some of the steps they're taking to try to prevent it. And I'll tell y'all how I feel about that because I got my conspiracy brain ticking away. Then we have Paris Jackson tries to reconnect with her mom after her mom is diagnosed with breast cancer. It's very sad. So we'll touch on that. And then we're going to talk about T-Pain and the unfortunate slaying of his niece. She died, and that was very, very tough. So there's a lot going on there. We'll talk about that. Sean Kingston is being sued. Apparently, he bounced a few checks. You know, we'll talk about rappers and their debt issue. I think there's a debt crisis amongst the hip hop.
They live above their means.
They all do. So that voice that you just heard, that is Nicole. And she's joining me on the panel today. And then you'll have to forgive me because I didn't hear your name. Charlene. And I'm joined by Charlene and Nicole today. So we're going to be discussing all these things. And you guys joined me just at the right time because one of the other stories, because we got a couple more. One of the other stories we're going to touch on is Blue Ivy and Beyonce in this picture, this memed picture, this now infamous picture of her talking to her, leaned over, talking to her. Every black girl has had her mom stand over her like this. So we have chosen our favorite of the memes, and so all of us will go around and give our short attempt at what our moms sound like or what we may ourselves sound like. Shortly, we will also be joined by one more panel member, my wonderful better half, Mr. Kenyon Parson of Weird Radio. So he'll be coming back in once he has said goodbye to his guest. Yes.
Guestesses.
Yes, guestesses. The guestin and oxen guest. Okay, so I'm done. All right, so then we'll update you on a few stories that we talked about before. The boy who had the double hand transplant, and then the young gay couple that was attacked while at a friend's house partying. Hey. So let's really quickly. Okay, so we're going to jump back into Chris Brown really quickly. So the young lady who was at his house, after she was put out, so I was letting you guys know earlier, she was at the house at a party, and she says that she was evicted from the house via gunpoint.
That's a way to go.
Right. She was evicted via gunpoint. And Bailey is her name. Bailey Curran. Bailey Curran appeared on TMZ to talk about her harrowing ordeal at Chris Brown's house. Oh no. She said that she had partied with Chris in the past and he was really nice, but this time he appeared to be out of it on drugs or alcohol. Now I will say, before talking to the police. These are the things that she was saying. Right. She had not yet been interviewed by the police. So she went from his house, not to the police, but to TMZ. So let's right. Actions speak louder than
that's a
words.
big red flag.
Yes, it is.
Big red flag. That's
Because there are a couple funny things that are going on with this, right?
Penalty right there.
She threw a red sheet.
Penalty on the field.
Okay. So she leads a party. She runs the TMZ. She's telling them what they feel like. So then all of a sudden in the morning, Chris Brown wakes up and there's cops everywhere. Helicopters. And he's on his Instagram. So he's live. So we are catching firsthand what's happening. He's like, I was minding my own business.
Yep.
I was minding my own business. And all of a sudden, he's surrounded by cops. And so he is now online reading what we're reading. He's like, I've barricaded myself in my home. Have you seen my home? Yeah. So it's, yes, we all have. We all watched that. Of course, he refused to let the police in because then they showed up to his house, right? And he's like, well, no, you can't come in here unless you have a warrant because those are your rights. Exactly. Remember that. Exercise your rights.
Exactly.
Always. See, if you don't make the police do that extra work of letting you exercise your right, if you're the person who's like, sure, come on in, you're messing it up for everybody, everyone. Yes, exercise your rights. Whether you have something to hide or not, exercise your rights.
Yes. Right.
So he exercised his rights and he would not allow the police in without a warrant. So they surrounded his house because, he's such a dangerous person.
Of course. He lives in a big mansion. What you mean?
Huge mansion. He has his own.
Guys, he might go on tour.
I think.
Be careful.
I think he was talking about something like that.
He might drop an album.
He even mentioned that he sings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. And I think it's pretty good. Like a lot of people seem to like him. He's got a lot of followers.
That's what I heard. So. I heard a lot of people like it.
Okay, so she's talked to TMZ. Where are we now? So she's telling TMZ the craziest part is, as I tried to leave Chris' house, they wanted to take my phone and try to force me to sign a non-disclosure agreement, and I wouldn't sign it. So here's my thing about famous men and the women that they choose to deal with, because I feel like Tiger went through the same thing. So the first thing I'm gonna tell y'all, and please don't. You can call me racist later if you want to, but that's fine.
We might all be on the same page. You never know.
There's a certain type of white girl that you cannot allow. If she ain't got nothing to lose, bruh, don't engage.
At all.
Don't engage. If she ain't got nothing to lose, don't engage. And that goes for any man. Okay. And that goes for any relationship you decide you want to get into. If the other person doesn't have anything to lose, they will not value anything that you do have to lose.
Right.
So you have to value you before you engage in anything. And as a celebrity, it's that much harder because you have that many more people in your life there looking for something.
And then it's always crazy because she says that she was there with a friend. So now this friend could have been the one that's really close to Chris Brown.
Right.
And then now he's allowing his friends to be friends. But then it seems like, because when he starts saying, okay, I'm not having people at my house, or if you come, don't bring anybody, then everybody will have something to say about that.
Oh, no, he's aloof and he's strange and
he's funny.
He has something to hide. What's going on?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's unfortunate. And you don't want to, as a celebrity, unfortunately, there is a certain amount of your life that just is no longer yours. There's a certain amount of your life that is just lived publicly. And that is one of the costs of fame. It's why I decided a long time ago, fame is not what I'm looking for, because I like to be able to shut my door and leave and not be harassed. Right. So, when you're in a situation like that, you have to really analyze the people that you have around you. And then you have to require those people to do the same thing. They have to understand, I have something to lose and I value you as an individual and I need you to
look out for me.
Return that. Right. Don't bring anybody around me that you aren't sure about.
Exactly.
So that's kind of, that's 101. Tiger Woods, and he had like 50. And they all came running like, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yes.
You cannot engage with someone who does not have the same amount or more to lose than you.
Exactly.
Period. You just can't do it.
Exactly.
And a tiger lost everything over that. Poor thing. All right, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Don't forget, when we come back, we'll be talking about humor, and when we come back, we'll and we got our sound bite together. So Miss Bailey will you get a chance to hear Miss Bailey firsthand and her firsthand account of what happened once we come back from this break, and then we'll talk about Mr. Weiner and his obsession. All right, we'll be right back.
Okay.
So just type the job website address here. That's it. Then you enter what job you're looking for there.
Electrician.
This is Peter. Recently, he got help going on the internet for the first time to look for a new job.
Okay, then you just hit search and...
In the past, Peter's gotten work through people he knew, but he heard there were more jobs online.
There we go.
These are all for me?
Uh-huh.
Really?
He had no idea just how many.
I can't believe it. This one looks good.
Peter is thinking the internet might be for him after all.
And this is just one website.
Wow. Why didn't I do this sooner?
See what the internet can help you do at everyoneon.org or call 1-855-387-9166 to find a free training class near you. Brought to you by Connect to Compete and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monny, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Check out this flashback on Gangsta Goddess radio show.
You are true to yourself. You walk that, and you walk it with your head up, because yes, I have this gangster in me. I can do this. I will persevere. I will keep moving. We have Black women who are dealing with mental issues. We have Black women who are dealing with health issues. We have Black women who are dealing with self-esteem issues.
Well.
We have Black women who are just dealing with issues, child. So as you try to figure out, why am I here? What's my purpose? And that can bring you down. And you have to find that, oh no, you gotta be gangster enough to say, oh no, boo-boo, not today. You will not get me. I am here. I can take a punch and keep it moving. But I can also give one. Don't get it twisted. And then go in and fix my makeup. Get the lip gloss popping, put the wrap on, and keep it moving. So that is that gangster goddess. That's where I find the balance. So you have to know when to bring it out, each side, because I can give it to you either way, because I am mother of truth. You're the unicorn, you're magical Negro, you're gangster goddess, and I am here. So thank you so much for your question. Feel free to text us again, and the number is 443-642-9403. But I hope we answered that for you.
For this and more, be sure to tune in to Gangsta Goddess radio show every Tuesday from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show.
I'm just thankful this year I've dealt with, some growing pains, and I've overcome some things, and I've also, accomplished some things in the process. I've learned some things. I learned that everybody loves your work until they got to pay for it. That's what I learned. I learned everybody loves what you do. I mean,
not always.
Listen, the Bible says money answereth all things.
Wow.
Okay. And there is a place where finances is necessary. And when you got kids and when you got a wife and then you doing everything and you top dog at what you do, especially when you weren't in the same place like with this radio show, you ain't in the same place you were a year ago. Should nobody be coming on the show and not donating to your show?
Can you say that on my show?
Should nobody donate to your show?
Can you say that in the middle of the live?
Make that a promo, please.
Should nobody come on this show without donating?
That is a nice commercial.
I don't care if it's $20.
Donate.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yo, we got your attention? Here's how it works. You click on the radio loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the radio loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
You're listening to the station with their ear to the streets. BeExposedRadio.com.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and oh, wait, hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway.
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right, welcome back. So we're going to jump right back in. So we now have our sound bites prepared. We have our sound bite from Bailey giving her testimony, and then we have a sound bite from Ray J in response to everything that's happened. He was also at the party the night before and has firsthand account of what may or may not have gone down. So we'll take a listen to the both of them really quick.
And necklaces, and of course I saw a diamond cross necklace and I touched it and I said, oh, this one's pretty. Simply touched it, did not pick it up, didn't take it, nothing like that. And then one of his friends, I'm not too sure his name, African-American, dreadlocks, heavy set, just started cussing me out, calling me names.
Saying what, Bailey?
Oh, just saying, like, you're a whore, put it down, you don't touch that, this, and that, just go back outside, and was kind of like pushing me outside. And then that's when
leave Chris Brown alone.
And he said, how many times do I have to tell you girls? Because prior to this, he kicked out 4 girls that were there before this event, like an hour before this happened.
So what happens then?
Anyways, he said that, pulled out his gun, pointed at me, said, get the F out. And that was pretty much it. They tried getting me to sign a waiver afterwards, an NDA or whatever. I did not. I didn't sign anything.
So wait a minute. So I want to get this straight. So you say he pulls a gun on you and then they ask you to sign a non-disclosure agreement? One of his friends that walked me out after I left the main gate, he would not give me my cell phone back and my shoes because I was barefoot at the time because my feet were in the hot tub. He was very hesitant to give me my cell phone back unless I signed this. And I said, I'm not signing anything. And I took my phone from him, and that's when I fled.
Hey, Bailey, was everyone aware, were you aware that there was a weapon in the room, that Chris had a gun? Was it out visible, or was it something that was just...
I had no idea. This was the first time I'd seen it.
So where did he take the gun from? Was it in his...
I believe it was like, I didn't see exactly where it came from, but it was coming from like his side.
So it was coming from his person.
From him.
Yeah, he had it on him, is what you're saying.
On him, yeah. He was like strapped, obviously.
And he pointed it right at you?
He did, yes.
And said, get out of here?
Yeah, get the F out of here.
And when you, I suppose, turned to leave, did he say anything more, or was that it for Chris?
No, that was pretty much it. And like I said, the first couple times that I hung out with him, it was with Justin Bieber, and it was very nice, light, played hide and go seek, literally. Went swimming, and it was all good. So
was that
I don't know
at Chris's house also?
This was at Chris Brown's house a couple years ago.
Okay.
Not the same house.
So you got a chance to hear some of what Bailey had to say. There are a couple things I want to point out. She said she didn't pick it up, but they were telling her to put it down.
And also, when she left, she didn't have her shoes on because her feet were in the hot tub. So how were you?
Just her feet, though.
But
not her whole body, just her feet.
Right. But how were you? How were you getting put out for picking up a necklace if your feet were in the hot tub?
So we'll be right back. When we come back, we'll listen to Ray J's response, and then we'll talk a little bit more, and then I'll update you. And then we're gonna interview Jonathan Vaughn, Rashawn. I'm sorry. We're gonna interview Jonathan Rashawn about his iCast. I couldn't think of the word. I was thinking iPod, but I know that's not it. Okay, podcast. That's what it is. So we'll talk to him about his podcast, and then I'll give you the last juicy bits of what we got going on with Chris, and then we'll jump on to our other stuff. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
It doesn't say alleged anywhere in here.
This is the wrong song to play underneath this topic.
They're saying 4 years ago, according to a $20 million lawsuit, the plaintiff, who was also not named, met Charlie Sheen in Las Vegas on April the 1st, 2011. The sleaze suit claimed that Sheen entered into a nefarious plot designed to lure plaintiffs into a luxurious hotel room to serve his prurient desires. Sensationally, it was alleged that Sheen... Say what?
I said perverted.
No, it's prurient.
Let me see. Can I, where's the point to the word? Right. Prurient.
It's hard. It makes me want to gag. Like cock. Get it? Sensationally, it was alleged Sheen told the man he had no venereal diseases. At that point, they watched the porn and engaged in mutual oral compilation, mutual self-gratification, rubbing and massaging each other, play wrestling, licking, and unprotected intercourse. So, look, my question to my three people here at my panel, are they trying to say, because that's when they said he got this disease 4 years ago, or virus, HIV, 4 years ago, are they trying to say that he got it from gay sex? Probably.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
That's what it's saying.
Consensus of the room is
not all the female prostitutes that he was doing. It was the guy.
Just they interjected this one guy in there.
You know what that is? That's Sheen having a very good publicist. That's
yeah,
what that is.
Partly, but partly this is the guy.
That's the best story you could go out with.
Yeah, right. This is the story that made the rest of these stories explode, basically.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on Be Exposed Radio.
Yes, Mom. I wanted to talk to you about something, and oh wait, hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow, busy me. So anyway.
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs.
Hey guys, check out my new video game. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Are you getting your kids this hoverboard thing that's taking over the country? They range from $300 to $600. They're blowing up. And then I mean literally blowing up. that one video, I thought that was going to be the one and only video that I saw in reference to it, and it wasn't. I seen, now I could probably tell you about 10 to 15 videos of this happening where this battery gets super, super hot and burns like holes into your tennis shoes.
Oh my.
And I know you would be pissed if you was wearing Jordans and you just paid all that money, you know, your lights are off. And
Especially if they're from China.
Your lights off.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
What's going on, world? How is everybody? That was the promo from the open house last month. Mind you, Mr. The Boss never showed up. Yeah, so I mean, as it stands, I'm still the guy. Oh yeah, I'm still the Don. Oh yeah, Don Falcone is my, you know what I'm saying, Figaro to my friends. Anyways, what's going on, everybody? This is.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Talk Lately with Monny. I am your temporary host, Big Mama Ama. The Talk Lady radio show. Okay. When he comes back. Okay, so in the interim, this is the Talk Lately radio show. Okay, so we are going to very quickly play this clip of Ray J's opinion and response as a parent reporter. And then we are going to interview Jonathan Rashawn. Okay, so let's listen.
Yo, it's Ray J. Check it out. I'm real upset about today. I'm not happy with how things are handled and how people can take a false story and blow it up into something way more than what it should be. You got just positive people around and you look outside and it's like a war zone for no reason. For somebody, what some stranger said about something that don't got nothing to do with nothing, and to react like that so fast without really knowing the facts and knowing what's up ain't cool. And you know, it's just not right. It shouldn't be like this. I support the homie Chris, and I support the whole movement. I'm here. And again, man, this shit gotta change. Like, it can't be like this every time somebody yipping and yapping trying to get an extra buck. You know, it turns around and it's all bad on us.
Cool. All right. Now, you know what? You know what this sounds like? You know what this sounds like? Have y'all ever like listened to the quarterback at the end of the football game? I'm like, hey, how's the game, Tom? Oh, it was great. They played great. We played great. They played defense. Kicked the ball. They're really getting at it.
We're a good team.
What? I like playing with positive people.
Gave out there 125%.
Yeah.
Even 10 on the field.
Coach always tells us how to do it right.
What are you talking about?
I really don't understand.
So that was Ray J's report. It's very informative. So Jonathan Rashad.
Hey guys.
Hi, Jonathan.
Jonathan, what are you doing with yourself these days?
Staying busy. For all of you who may not know, I'm a former host here on Be Exposed Radio. I had a show for about a year or so.
Okay.
Took a hiatus and ended up not coming back due to health issues. But while I was home, you know, I still did some writing and producing when it came to my show. So I decided to do a podcast. The podcast launches Thursday at midnight. It's called Jonathan Rashawn at Midnight. If you listen to the show, my show was definitely raw, unscripted.
Hello. Hi. Can you talk into the like? I can come in and draw a red dot.
I haven't been here in a while. I remember you used to fuss at me when I moved the mic. So do I have permission?
Yes, you can move it. There you go.
You starting already.
There we go.
I'm trying to be good.
He was trying to be good.
That's right.
That's high but
money. Don't start.
That's high but money.
But no, the show is called Jonathan Rashawn at Midnight. We're gonna do a different topic every week, so it'll be live at midnight. At 1 a.m. you can start downloading the pod if you want to listen to it again. It's definitely X-rated.
Okay.
So
I need to watch it.
grab a drink.
Okay. You said it starts tonight?
It starts Thursday at midnight.
Thursday.
September 1st.
Okay.
It's gonna be a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, nothing serious, a lot of fun, all fun. So put the kids to bed, join us.
Yes,
I'll
please put
have
the
people
children.
on with me. I'm not gonna give too much away, but
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, some of the old hosts or guests that you had previously here on Be Exposed be stopping through?
A lot of the old guests I had on will be making appearances on the podcast.
Okay.
My old co-host will be also joining me throughout the cast as well.
Okay, but he's not a permanent part?
No, they're not going to be permanent.
Okay.
They're going to make appearances on each pod.
Just
Jonathan. Yeah, it's just me. Me live and crazy. If you know me, you know my mouth. It's a bit much. So it should be fun at midnight to do. But on every podcast as well, I want to do something informative.
Okay.
So it will be something that you can take away with good purpose and intent. So
Okay, what are some of the things you plan on talking about? Health,
sexuality. We're going to touch on politics. Everything's going to be fun though. Nothing too serious. So
Okay.
we're not going to be debating or doing anything serious.
Okay.
I can tell you the first week it's going to be based on sexuality. A lot of sex talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like sex talk. Sex
I
is
love
good.
sex
Yeah, that's true.
Sex is fun.
And you can
Let's
also
talk about
follow
it.
me on Instagram if you want to keep up with things. jrmidnightlive@gmail.com is also my email address.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Instagram, jrmidnightlive. And then if you want to be on the show, definitely email me and we can make that happen.
Okay. All right. So there you go. You have another opportunity to be on a seasoned professional show. Give the email address for us one more time.
It's jrmidnightlive@gmail.com, or you can follow us on Instagram, jrmidnightlive.
All right. So my last little bits of Chris Brown. I'm gonna get your opinion on this. So we have established that Bailey had something in her hand because she was told to put it down. She claims she was admiring
Out of her own
but
mouth.
out of her admiration of a thing, they required that she leave immediately. Okay, so I've never looked at something and then someone told me, you need to
You have
leave
to leave.
now.
Yeah.
So I don't know what kind of looking she was doing.
Me neither.
But right, trying to look at it while she dropped it between. All right, so
She was admiring it from her bag. She was admiring it from her bag
grams
while
does
she was
this-
sitting in the hot tub with her feet in the hot
with her
tub.
feet right.
That's skillful.
Isn't she
Real
mad
skillful with her
skillful, right?
hands and feet, apparently.
So there was a press conference, and at the press conference, they let us know that the case is being handed over to robbery and homicide.
Wow.
Wow.
We're at Chris Brown's house, so
right. Apparently,
Who was
no
robbed?
one had knocked on his. The only reason he knew there were police at his house is because
He heard the helicopter.
the helicopters flying
Woke him
around.
up.
Right.
Yeah.
So they still have to interview the victim, which is the young lady. But
really,
right. But remember, she stopped by TMZ before she stopped
calling the police.
You know,
how old
to
is
the
she?
police. She looks like she's
So you don't have an age?
23 at the
Yeah.
oldest.
Oh, it's a white girl.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know?
Oh,
Oh,
white
my
girl.
God.
It's always a white
That's
girl.
why it's a whole big
Becky.
deal. Yes.
Oh, with the good hair.
She's Miss California.
Oh.
She won the pageant.
Oh, she was a pet.
She's a Miss
yes.
California. Yeah, she's former Miss California.
Yes, she
Where my little
is.
stuff at? Where my little stuff? There she is. There she go.
Yes,
Her
she
little-
is.
Becky with the
Regional,
That's
my
all
bad.
you.
Regional.
Oh, right.
Just keep it in
She's,
her zip code.
yeah, real good in that section.
Oh.
In this area, she's the hottest.
No,
Becky
Okay.
with the trailer trash head.
My thing is,
The
that's
cops
all-
are still at his
like,
house, by the way.
like there are was it there's procedure.
Uh-huh.
You got to go through, like, you can't cross contaminate evidence.
I watch Scandal.
As soon as you do that, the whole thing is up.
it's
You just
over.
throw it out.
Yeah, I watch
can't even-
Scandal.
Yes,
I
Okay.
can't even do nothing with this.
Can't do anything.
I have seen more than one episode where people called her. I was like, what do I do? She's okay. You do XYZ, then
Right.
call the police.
Exactly.
And don't tell nobody else you talk to me.
Exactly.
Bye. Like, all of her people got phones they can use to call her that nobody knows. That they, like, she
Murders.
right,
Secret
right,
lines.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So this little girl decided to go to TMZ before she goes to the police.
But
She's
you were
trying to set her
victimized.
stuff
But
up.
you were victimized. So why
Right.
would you?
But
And
on her
where's
video,
her homegirl that she went to this party with?
That was my next question. Was she alone? Or?
She said she went with a friend.
On the Instagram video, she's saying
she was having a good time.
Well,
Yeah,
what would you
she
all
left.
do if someone put a gun to your head? You would go to the police.
Why didn't you?
Why didn't you?
You didn't go to the police. What are you talking about? Exactly. So the police are still at his house, which is leading us in this room to speculate that perhaps she was trying to steal, and they're trying to assess how much she did steal. If it wasn't her, if the person she was with, who has seemed to have disappeared into the ether.
Maybe they got there, and he's like, "Well, what the hell's going on?" And then it's like, "Oh, robbery and homicide." He starts checking around. Oh, snap.
Yeah,
I got where's my favorite 3 gold chains?
Exactly.
Maybe now they
no. What happened was they thought when they got her with her feet in the tub and her bag was right there, they only got the one necklace that was missing immediately.
They heard that
they knew the silver,
four jangle,
the diamond,
4 jangle.
The
three
diamond
they
one.
don't jangle. You can use your socks to layer it.
Yep.
4 jangle.
So she got out of there.
Sound like keys.
Yeah. Because that the report, she got out of there as quick as she could.
Wow.
So she may have had something. She may be like, all right, cool, I'm out. And then was like, oh snap, I bet I could take this and spin it and get a little more. See, that's what you get for getting greedy. You had your little ring. You should have kept going.
Maybe her
you
friend
try to
never
get
left.
15 minutes of frame. Now they're gonna find out you a liar.
Yeah.
All right. So talking about men dealing with women that it's inappropriate for them to deal with, we have Mr. Anthony Weiner once again sending pictures of his wiener to people who are not his wife.
She's probably tired of the wiener joke.
Right. Huma Abedin, that's her name. That's his wife. She is on she's one of Clinton's aides.
Oh, well,
has
she's
announced that she is divorcing him. She's leaving him. She's done with, she's worked
Just
hard.
for that reason?
Well, because this has been a
ongoing
problem. Right. Anthony Weiner, what was it, 3 years ago now? 3 years ago, was put out of Congress in disgrace. 2 years ago, put out of Congress in disgrace because he had a Grindr profile or what's the other one? Not Grindr, but
Tumblr, Tinder.
Misusing Twitter. Right.
Oh.
He's a Carlos Danger, and he sent a picture of his penis to all of Twitter instead of just one person. So now the whole world knows you like to send pictures of your penis to people. And he is not stopped. He cannot stop. He has
right. He's like, why doesn't anybody get the joke?
Keep in mind this event was number 2.
Yes.
The first event they brushed off because they was like, at least he wasn't in the bathroom with the aggressor.
Right.
This time they were like, all right, now you gotta go.
Right.
You got.
So then this last time he sent a picture, and in the background of his was his child, apparently wrapped up in a blanket.
Are you serious?
So it was highly inappropriate. So it was like, why? So in the text message, he goes, "Oh, I was scared for half a second. I thought I posted something." Why are you sending pictures of things you don't want posted?
If you're sending pics to people, you are posting them.
Yes.
Just to profiles you can't see. That's all that means.
Someone's going to get it. Yeah.
A whole lot of people going to get it.
Someone's going to get it.
At very least, they're friends.
Exactly.
That person you send it to immediately.
Exactly.
So
look at this picture I just got.
So is so now she wanted divorce because the kid was in the background?
Well, she was divorced because he obviously has no self-control.
Yeah, no.
He has not been able to curb his enthusiasm.
Well, maybe she's doing something wrong at home. I mean, why is he sending news to other people anyway?
And then the other thing is they've been separated for a year. So they've already been separated for a year. He still can't stop.
So
yeah. All right.
Time to get it out.
I do have to say when we were on break, you can't be showing your wiener when your name is Weiner.
No, especially when
we've already said that that's against the rules.
Especially when your wife is a prominent place in Hillary's,
well, political in general.
I don't think he cared.
Just as comedian fodder, you can't do that. You're tripping over yourself. Like,
it's no joke anymore. Your name is Weiner.
But that's what the joke is, and nobody gets it. So now he's just misunderstood. You don't get
really?
it. Weiner. He said, so he probably sent pictures.
And the woman was a Trump supporter. That's the other thing. Is now Trump did this on purpose. No, bro, you did that. Donald Trump is sending out pictures of your wiener, Anthony. That's not what he's doing with his life.
This is an elaborate way to troll Trump supporters.
I'm gonna shake his hand because that's
the wrong way to go about trying to ruin Hillary's campaign. This man is crazy. He has an established lineage of crazy. You're not gonna put me up with that. That's his stuff.
What does he put as the caption? Oscar Mayer ain't got nothing on this. No.
Okay. Woo. Speaking of the ridiculous, Empire sued by juvie prisoners. So for those of you who can't catch the inference there, a couple years ago, or I guess last year, because Empire's only been on 2 years. So this was last year. Yeah. Last year, they filmed a couple of scenes in a jail with Chris Rock. Well, apparently it was a juvenile detention center.
Oh, okay.
And they shut it down for 2 weeks. So these kids were all moved someplace else and put in temporary programs until it was over, and then they were brought back, right? Well, apparently, according to the kids at the Cook County Juvenile Temporary Detention Center, they were put on lockdown, held in cells and pods during nearly 2 weeks of shooting. And while on lockdown, they had no access to the rec yard, the library, the chapel, and family visits were interrupted. So their whole lives are kind of displaced by this. Okay. So they said that they want to sue Empire and Fox for it doesn't say how much money, but they said we know that they made $750,000 per second for each commercial that aired in that first season.
Wow. $700,000 per second. $1,000 per second.
Per second.
That's what that says.
Wow.
Per 30 seconds.
For 30-second commercial.
30 commercial.
Okay. I was.
What did I say? Did I say 1 second? My bad.
1 second.
My bad. No, my bad. For 30 seconds. Okay, yeah, that's less. Still wow, but less. Exactly. Okay. So, because commercials, that's how they make their money. I mean, that's how the Super Bowl makes its money.
Yes.
Those commercials are crazy expensive. Yeah. So they have decided they're going to file suit. Now, here's how I feel, because I feel several ways. I hear you. Your life was kind of turned upside down, but you're in a juvenile detention center, so technically where you live is already upside down. You're just mad that somebody came and shook the cage a little bit on you.
Really
on top of that.
I really think they just wanted to be on Empire.
Right.
I really think they just wanted
that they thought they were going to be
some extras, and they thought they were going to get
in. I actually used to work at a correctional facility, and it's a really big thing to them to have their rec time. Exactly. They will flip out if they don't have their time. So that's like I guess their peace of mind.
Right. That does something to you. That does something.
But the schooling you really cared about school when you were. Come on,
but I'm about to say
it's
the thing with seemed like solitary confinement when they
that's probably what it was.
Yeah, and
that's probably what it was.
A lot of it isn't even about what they're doing. It's just the fact that they can do something else. You have something to put your mind on.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about jail, the thing that makes it a punishment, is that it's mind numbing and they need something to do.
Yes,
especially because these are kids.
So we'll be back very shortly, and we'll talk about Robin Thicke and Pharrell and T.I. and their foolishness.
Oh my.
Because they're stupid. They know they need to do it.
Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yo, we got your attention? Here's how it works. You click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio Loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
You're listening to the station with their ear to the streets. BeExposedRadio.com.
Only in the forest can you see this. And this. And this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
I didn't know it could do that!
Because one trip to the forest can spark a world of difference.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go, like hiking, canoeing, fishing, or camping. Or create your own adventure with family and friends, and you might just see this. Your moment's out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
What are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
Well, what are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. Don't you remember me? Don't you know that we miss you?
Miss me? Who misses me?
You know, all your friends in the forest. The trees, the pond, that little fort that you made out of branches. We all miss you.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
This forest is not that far away. Have an adventure today. I'm sure your mom would take you.
You're right. I should get out. I want to have fun. Play in puddles, catch frogs, and climb trees. Hey, Mom!
Yeah, hon?
Steven, what is that in your hand? It's my sense of adventure, Mom. It's telling me we need to get out of the house and have some fun in nature today.
Come to the forest where the more adventurous you lives. Check out discovertheforest.org for cool places nearby. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Talk Lately, to the Talk Late Radio Show with Big Mama Army. I am joined in the studio by Nicole.
Hi.
Charlene. I knew because it was the song. Immediately I was like,
gosh, don't do that.
And I figured you got that all the time, so I wasn't going to sing it out loud, but in my head I was like, okay. And then we have Jonathan Rashawn joining us, formerly of Be Exposed. What? Rashawn. Don't let me say your name wrong, because you know he in my ear worrying me to death. Please, I'm sorry. Jonathan Rashawn of Jonathan at Midnight.
Jonathan Rashawn at Midnight.
Jonathan Rashawn at Midnight, which starts September 1st.
Premieres
at
September 1st
midnight.
at midnight.
I'm being told to take notes. Let me take my damn notes. Hold on. Jesus. So much work. And then we have my wonderful better half. Hi, baby.
Hey, baby.
That's my husband, Kenyon. He's of Weird Radio. That was on the hour before this.
That's right.
Okay. That started at 6. You missed it. You can find it on YouTube. We're live streaming on YouTube right now, by the way, for those of you who don't know. Also, let me give you a couple of quick announcements. We have our Be Exposed open house will be on the 17th of September from 12 to 5. Again, that's open to the public. We invite you to come and see us. And the Black Authors Expo at Morgan State will be on October 15th. Thank you so much. African American Authors Expo. That's why I was like, I knew it wasn't Black. That's not it. All right. So it's African American Authors Expo. All right. So that's happening too. Anyway, so Pharrell, Robin Thicke, and T.I. appeal the Blurred Lines verdict. So these gentlemen, Robin Thicke has reportedly already paid the $5 million that he was supposed to owe. Are they $5 million each? Five is nothing. $5 million is nothing.
I mean, T.I. only had I don't know.
He had what? Right, $5 million is a lot for his part in the song.
Yeah.
So reportedly, he's the one who doesn't want to pay, and so they're going to appeal, even though the other two reportedly have paid. So if they do overturn it, I wonder what's going to happen with that money. Maybe they'll send it to me.
Who gets the money?
Can I petition?
His daughter. His daughter is the one that's suing.
Yeah. So I don't know. I personally feel like y'all got the money. Y'all ain't hurting for it.
But I really feel it shouldn't be Pharrell because he's the ones that
sampled the song.
That's what I was thinking.
Because I really don't think Robin Thicke
T.I. writes all his own stuff.
Marvin Gaye's song.
He ain't plagiarized nothing.
Right.
He was the artist, but he's not the one that put the beat together.
Exactly.
So whoever put the beat together is the one that knows. Which was
so be Pharrell.
I agree.
Exactly.
I agree.
But I mean, I guess if you could sue everybody, why not?
I remember the first time you heard T.I. My first T.I. song was "I Ain't Never Scared." Bitch, I'll take your cookies. Okay, so that's I love it. All right, that's my T.I. moment. I love T.I. All right, we're gonna bring it local. We're gonna talk about some stuff happening right here in Maryland, Baltimore, and the DMV. All those wonderful acronyms, letters, and titles. So Governor Larry Hogan has mandated that school in Maryland no longer start before Labor Day. So next year in 2017.
So it starts next year.
Yes, because they've already started school
this year.
Yeah, they still do.
Damn.
Yeah, they still do.
Yes. So they will start in school after Labor Day next year, which I don't have a problem with. And I've heard some people complain, oh, they're not going to get out until, but they already in school till the middle of June.
Exactly.
Whatever. What's another week, in my opinion?
It was like that for us.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
You know what's
that's how we
funny?
went to school.
My mom just got done talking about that not 2 days ago because people still on vacation.
Yeah.
And I would hate having to come back to start school on the 26th.
And then you're gonna be out of school again.
Yeah,
a couple.
That
days.
always bothered me.
Yeah.
So I grew up in Florida. That's how Florida is. We go back to school in August because we're out early. We're out like at the end of, in the beginning of May. Yeah, we're done mad early. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Whole
It
summer.
is. It is. We literally get our entire summer. So it was when but that always bothered me. I was like, why are we here for 2 weeks and then we turn right around and have a vacation? And part of you is like, yay. Part of you is like, this. I'm just getting a groove in. Now I have to stop. And I just got used to being up at 6 o'clock in the morning again on days I don't want to have to be up and do anything. So I personally think that it's a good move. And especially with the number, I mean, there were 34 schools closed in this first week.
But don't you know, that's what I think it is. He's cheap. He doesn't want to pay to put these air conditioners in the school. So why not just start it when it's not too hot and they can deal with it?
He definitely does not like giving Baltimore money. He has made it very clear Baltimore will have a cold day in hell before he gives us $1. And that's fine. We good. But I mean, I don't think that I personally don't have a problem with it. I think it's a great idea. I have no qualms, issues with that. If you would like to join our conversation, you can dial 410-702-5657, or you can text us at 443-642-9403. Join our conversation. Let us know what you think. We've talked about Chris Brown. We've talked about Anthony Weiner, or Huma Abedin, because that's what that story is about. It's about her liberating herself from this crazy man who can't keep it in his hands.
Really?
And then we talked about these juveniles who are suing Fox over their free time, their little bit of free time that they do get.
Yeah.
And then Terrell and his Terrell. My bad, Terrell. I love you, Terrell. You're not Terrell. T.I. and his nonsense. And then Governor Hogan and his stiff-handed closed fist. So something that affects us all. Oh, you know what? This is a lot to talk about, and I don't have enough time to. So we're going to go to a break very shortly. Yes, and then when we come back from this break, we will update you on Chris Brown. Then we're going to talk about some of your local health news. I'm going to give y'all a little taste of my crazy, and we will dip into my conspiracy theory. Because I got issues with a lot of the choices that are being made. Then we'll go into some pop news, some not so happy things, some very funny things, and we will all go home happy. See you in just a few moments.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable, but how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This is Nick, host of the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BigExposedRadio.com. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook on our page as well as our group, The Artist Exchange. Also, go to our website, www.BigExposedRadio.com for all the updates, all the newness that is happening, this whole roster of shows that we're building up. But before me sits the curvy ballerina. My first question to her at the break is, how many times has her page been shut down? And I tell you, it's a new feature that they do to let the, because normally they'll just knock something off if somebody complains or whatever BS that is. But now they give.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right.
We're back. Yes, we're back. Sorry. Welcome back. This is Big Mama Ama on the Talk Lately radio show. I am joined on my panel by Charlene and Kenyon of
guys?
Weird Radio. So I told you when we came back, we would talk about some local stuff. So for those of you who are not living under a rock, you know that we are in the middle of an epidemic called Zika.
Oh, gosh.
That is coming on the wings of the devil.
Coming everywhere.
Blood-sucking vampire bugs.
I was still trying to get over SARS. I'm like years behind.
Okay.
I gotta catch up to swine flu.
Yeah. We got a text message. If that was you, E Digger, who called, we got your text. So we're gonna read it.
Know that he called. So he actually said, I think the kids in jail wanted to be on the show and got mad because they wasn't. So that's why they suing. LOL, that's a privilege, boo-boo. Jail, punishment, live with it.
He is hilarious.
Yeah.
But real.
Yes.
That's the truth. Being on TV is a privilege. If you want to be on TV, you shouldn't be in jail.
But they like, why can't I be an extra and you put that on my comp, sir?
No, well, listen.
That's how they think.
Listen, you made your choices.
So now you have to deal with the
that's
consequences.
right. This is the bed you made. Now you lie in it.
Exactly.
Okay, so Zika. FYI, there have been 77 confirmed cases of Zika in Maryland. Now, all of them have been related to travel. So these are all people who came home sick, but they have been in Maryland. They were diagnosed. So what Baltimore has decided to do is to fumigate neighborhoods. They're just telling people to go inside and shut your doors and your windows while they spray poison in the air.
Now, okay.
Walking around your house.
Really?
Yes. When I saw this on the news. And I usually get my most ridiculous what is wrong with people kind of reactions from the news.
Exactly.
I see these people walking around neighborhoods just spraying poison in the air. It's like,
so you want to kill the birds?
It's like if you asked me to make glitter art on this square right here in the middle of a gale. I'm just gonna throw the glitter at it until I get. Well, I'm gonna get there eventually, right? I'm certain they're flying in the air. Hi.
Sorry, we started with How did we start? We started with the Zika. I'll get to the update in just a second. I want to talk about this real quick. So during the spray, it says during the spray and up to 2 hours after, residents, including small children and pets, are being told to remain indoors. Residents should close windows, HVAC vents, bring pet dishes inside, feeders and children's toys indoors.
I gotta take my air conditioner out the window.
I
have to take my air conditioner out the window for you to spray. Are you serious?
What kind of government
They
sprays
giving people
poison
cancer.
in your neighborhood?
They're killing everything.
They giving people cancer. That's it.
That's what it is.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Okay, so breaking
Oh, gosh.
news. Breaking news. This Chris Brown is breaking news. So we gotta
Oh,
make
really?
sure. Dun, dun, dun.
Update.
Do I have a breaking news little soundbite? You can play me
What else
something.
does Ray J
Dun,
have
dun.
to say? We need
Update.
to know-
Update.
There we go.
we need to
Breaking
know
news.
what
So
Ray
here we
J
go.
has to say.
Chris Brown has left his house now.
Okay.
Most likely at the request of his attorney, Mark Gyarados.
Which people have.
You know what? That's a great name to have as a lawyer, Gyarados.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll drive you to join you.
He was not in handcuffs, so he left voluntarily.
Okay.
And he was allowed back in his house, and no arrest has been made as of yet. And his attorney also remained on his property.
So there's
still
at his house,
investigation. They're still looking around.
and
his
Chris
house.
left his house with
Right.
them in his
Yes.
house.
Yes.
Oh, because his attorney's there. No.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So he left and then he came back. He was allowed back in. So I guess they're wrapping up now since they're allowing him back in. So
I wonder
we'll see what
his
happens
list
in the next
of
few
lost
hours.
things look like.
We'll see what the real deal. We'll see when the real story hits the airwaves. What really went down.
Oh, maybe we won't.
So don't forget, as soon as our little cast is over, you need to go online and see if Baltimore City will be coming to bring poison to your neighborhood and spray it on the sidewalks and your windows and your roof.
Oh my
And anything else you leave outside. So if you care about it, bring it in.
Mm.
All right. So we're going to move along. Pop news. Paris Jackson. I did say we had 77 people. I'm sorry, Monty is in my ear, and I'm really having a hard time with the earpiece, and it's messing with me. We talked about it. 75 people have been diagnosed, but none of them are dead. We talked about that.
See this now look because Monty came busting
Monty
in
is a
here
bit of a
for the Zika.
germaphobe, so.
That's exactly why
I'm on
I said what I
hiatus. I'm in here
said
for this
when we
story.
first started this story. I haven't caught up to SARS yet.
Yeah.
We still
Exactly.
SARS is supposed to wipe out the eastern seaboard. All right, I'm still waiting for that. Then we got to get into swine flu. Then there's the avian flu.
Exactly.
I'm back 3 or 4 diseases, 3 or 4 epidemics. I ain't got time to be worried about this one. It's only Zika. I ain't got time because
it's only Zika.
I don't think it's just only Zika.
wasn't there supposed to be this thing turning people into zombies a few years ago?
People died.
So we just got
People always die.
Yeah.
People died. People have a cold and die.
Yeah,
People slip and fall and die. People always die.
Right, but I don't want to get.
They always say.
Hold
Here's
on.
what
My engineer's trying to talk to me. What's that?
E-Digger just sent a text message saying zombie apocalypse, shaking my head.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They always, because every year, swine flu, Zika, they always say, okay, it's the next thing. Hundreds of thousands of people are going to die.
Of course.
Okay, thousands of people are going to get sick. Okay, 100 people might not feel good on Wednesday. Every single one. They're like, okay, everybody's going to. The truth is, with any disease, a couple of people are going to die.
Yes.
You get a fever, you might die.
You might.
It's like a 5% chance if you're like really healthy. If you're like 82,
Right, but here's the problem.
liver
Here's the
problem.
problem with that, though. Congress hasn't approved funding for a vaccination for Zika.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
So-
Won't make money yet. They gotta
Right.
wait. They need more people to get sick.
Are
That's
you
how it works.
I didn't even know this.
Because
So,
they're not giving
right
you
now,
no
you
virus.
die.
You got to pay for that.
Yeah,
Somebody's paying
you
for
don't
all these
get a
Ebola
vaccine.
vaccinations that people
This
need to
America.
survive. Just like somebody's paying for all those bottles of water that the Flint people have to take a bath and
Just
drink.
like somebody's paying to make the diseases for you to catch it.
Right.
Oh,
Zika
okay.
came from
I get it.
somewhere.
I
They
get
keep
it.
calling it this.
where's
They
my
said
tea?
Zika was here a while ago.
Oh.
Like years ago, years and
Oh,
years
I
ago,
didn't even know
decades
this.
ago. And then all of a sudden it just came back with this, because it was an African-born disease.
They're always African.
That's what they
Of course they
say. Right.
Whatever.
I mean, that's the first continent. So
They'll swear every disease comes from Africa.
well, it does.
Oh yeah, I
mean,
wouldn't be surprised
because that's the first
Africa or the
continent.
Amazon.
How,
Place
we
where a
all
whole bunch
came
of
from
how
there.
many places did the
Understand, but
Egyptians explore where they left
Right,
and
but
all the
it-
people
but you still
died
wouldn't
off
say that
from
would have had
disease?
originated in Africa because that was the first continent.
He'd be real technical.
You see what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I
We're
get
all
what- I
from
get what
Africa,
you're
so
saying.
something all
You
originated
oh,
I get
from
what you're
somewhere.
saying.
y'all didn't know that Monty was woke?
I was woke.
He's awakened.
Oh Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea.
I could take it full circle and just go back into religion too, because how is it that Jesus was supposed to be this apostle, but he was here way
before Jesus,
Christianity and Jesus.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Yes.
Listen, we don't want to get on to
No,
that's not what we want to do here tonight. Okay, so check your Maryland.gov website and see when they're coming by your neighborhood to spray poison so that you can
try to
duck and cover, because that's basically what it is, duck and cover.
The mosquitoes are going to fly
Closing
away
your
and
HV
come back
and
in an
bringing
hour.
in
I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out while they're spraying and still get hit by mosquitoes. That's what I know for a fact.
Yes, I'm definitely one of those. Mosquitoes love me. Okay. So Paris Jackson reconnects with her mom after her mother gets diagnosed with breast cancer. So for those of you who are like me, you don't know who Paris Jackson is.
It took me like 5 minutes. I said the name 6 times. I'm like,
I think
this Paris Hilton?
No, I think they running this story because it was Michael's birthday. Like
maybe
what it's coming out to be.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
We need Michael news.
Yeah,
Mike,
yes,
anybody.
yeah.
What is Janet?
Any news that has to do with Michael Jackson, we'll take on it.
Anybody.
Yeah. So Miss Debbie Rowe is going to undergo some radiation therapy, and Paris, her daughter, is going to be by her side while she goes through that, which is very sweet, very nice of her to come down off of her high, out of her high house,
her glass palace,
and her glass palace to spend some time with her egg donor.
Yeah. That's true. But okay.
So we're gonna bring it down a couple notches, and then we'll go back up. Okay, I promise we will, but we're gonna bring it down a little bit. We've got a little bit of sad news. Mr. T-Pain.
Yeah.
His niece was murdered.
Yes.
She was stabbed to death in Florida.
At a Walgreens.
T-Pain. Yeah, T-Pain's niece was stabbed to death at a Walgreens. They don't know who did it, so they're asking for help, and they've put a picture of her up. She's pretty, very strong face, but pretty. She was 23 years old.
Sorry.
Giovanna Glover. What happened?
I'm about to say she just died. She got a strong face, but
I just didn't want to laugh.
She ain't awful.
No, she's pretty, but she's got some very strong cheeks. She has a very strong forehead. Comes
like up. Yes, she know what show she on.
Sprinkling shades, compliments. She's real pretty, real splotchy, but real pretty.
Wow. So the cops are looking for a black male suspect. Dun, dun, dun. How about that?
Watch your back.
All right,
right?
Okay,
Wear a hood.
So before we move on from there, because this guy,
Florida
Daily Show, where I get my news. They talked about the reports, the police reports that always happen, that are always terrible from the DOJ. There's always rampant racism in the police, like we didn't know.
Exactly.
And he talked about our lovely Baltimore police, because after Freddie Gray, there's been a lot of DOJ activity going
in
on
Baltimore.
There. Yeah, he was talking about the template that they have for their trespassing charge. So you got your insert name, happened at approximately time on this date, but for suspect, black male. That wasn't
what it says. It's written in black male. It's not a blank space.
It's printed copy. You copy it. If it's
printed out
my Latino
computer,
guy, well,
I have to scratch it out and write Latin.
He's dark enough, so.
Are you serious?
As
this is
heart attack.
This is an automatic. This is what comes on the paper. Like this is, and I have to erase this if it's a white guy.
And you might forget.
Or I might just do it on purpose.
Right, because
he's my brother or my sister's boyfriend. This is crazy.
And I don't really like him anyway.
And this is legal.
Right. Yay, Baltimore. Oh, I love it here. I really do. All right. So we have to take a break very shortly. Don't forget. Don't forget, you can join this conversation. Dial 410-702-5685. 5657, or you can text 410. Yeah, right. We're going on a break shortly, so don't call right now. Or you can text us. That you can do anytime. That's 443-642-9403. This is the Talk Lately radio show on BeExposedRadio.com. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
If you had a dream venue, where would that be? Like, some people want to do Carnegie Hall or like a big stadium somewhere.
I want to go with Madison Square. I wanna feel that
So
building.
you just gonna shoot for the moon.
I want to feel it. I want to look out and just feel the vibration of all of those people there to be uplifted and all of that. 'Cause that's what I want to do for people.
So are you dancing? Or are you?
I want to implement that. I think I want to start doing some blocking, like not like tear it up, but but just like a
little 1-2,
hell, a little not voguing, but kind of the essence of it, very cozy and hit the mark. Yeah, we're not trying to like bust my sweats.
So that means you don't have the dance gene in you.
I can dance.
Okay,
that's
not what I'm
doing. I can dance, but I'm not, trying to get that. That's not my lane. I want to keep it really kind of a retro feel with like the new school with a retro feel. Like
okay. Little Banji Soul.
Yeah.
People gonna start using that.
Right, and they should.
Little Banji Soul. But just mark it so people know, like this was mine.
This where it came from. Because people was queens out here now that was princesses last week. They was princesses before my album dropped. Now they queen or something. Like, pinky up.
I cannot. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You're listening to the station with their ear to the streets. BeExposedRadio.com.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know you're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step. You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that?
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Talk Lately, to the Talk Lately radio show with Big Mama. I am joined in the studio by Miss Charlene and by Kenyon.
What's up?
T-Pain said he need to do what?
This I got it. I don't like it. I'd rather you write a sign and put it up there because I can't take
because I can read more than I can listen and talk. Okay, so yes, we talked about T-Pain needing help finding his sister's murderer. So if you're in the area, or niece, his sister's daughter,
his sister, he was there himself,
somebody's daughter,
Florida.
So
his family.
So if you know something, give him a call.
Same
yes,
shot.
with the strong
He
face.
sent the tweet out.
Strong face girl. Okay. So we're gonna update you real quick on Chris Brown's situation, and then we're gonna get into this. We're gonna throw out some more shots. It's going down. All right. So, the NBA's Nick Young is one of Chris Brown's neighbors, and there is a theory that it was not Chris that pulled the gun on Bailey, but perhaps someone who looks like him. And funny enough, Nick Young looks an awful lot like Chris Brown. Not like in that all light-skinned dudes look alike, but like they really do have some they have the same kind of beard growth.
Okay.
They have, noses that kind of sit up.
They might be the same height.
They look
stuff.
alike.
Right.
I'm about to say because Nick Young plays basketball.
Yeah, and Chris is really tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
there's some correlation there, and it says that Nick, or I have a bite here that says that Nick says that Chris Brown is ruining his neighborhood. I'm sure some people who feel that way about you, Mr. Young.
Yeah, I'm really sure.
I'm sure there are several people who feel like having both of y'all around is just messing up everything.
Yeah,
for
I'm
them.
pretty sure.
So we've got Mr. Sean Kingston, all these beautiful girls is broke.
I made her because she can.
Wow.
So he been messing around with way too many beautiful girls. Because
Yeah,
quickest
too
way
many.
to go broke,
Too many.
bruh. New York City jeweler Aqua Master is suing Kingston over 9 pieces of jewelry that he was supposed to pay for. He said he was going to wire the $300,000 back to him.
Wow, really?
And
They
then
can do this?
he didn't do that. What he did instead was sent 2 checks that bounced.
Okay.
And so now he's being sued over his stuff. So here's my question. What is with these rappers who live above their means? Like, he's not the first one to be outed as a grab and go.
Yeah.
Like
you rent the stuff for the video and walk off like,
Right.
oh yeah, I'm just
This
fresh.
is mine.
Yeah,
No,
like,
you're not. No, you're not. And it's okay. You can let us know that. You can let us know that you're playing a character in a mini movie.
Yeah.
We would appreciate
We really
that.
would.
Instead of you pretending like this is who you are.
Wow.
Gabby who? Okay. So I don't know. Maybe if you feel like you have some insight for us, because you would think that being a rapper is enough. You don't have to try to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah, but what was
apparently
the
you
last
do.
song that he came out
None.
with? Like
None.
this is
I
how many
haven't.
years now?
Maybe in
So, I
Jamaica.
mean,
I want to know. See, I got the first red flag when I heard the story. He sent checks.
That's so 90s, yo. Nobody says checks.
2006. I get mad right now when something at my job requires me to bring a check. You know, I haven't seen my checkbook,
and I don't even think they give them
I
anymore.
opened my
Like
account.
they don't give you checkbooks
No, they
anymore.
don't.
Like they don't.
Because nobody uses it. Send a check, of course it's gonna bounce. That's why he sent it.
That's why he sent it.
It'll take you a while to
figure out that I ain't got no
got
money.
it. Yeah, of course.
Okay, so let me see. Where are we here? We got 2 minutes left. Oh, we got plenty of time. Okay, good. So I think I'm going to do these couple updates here. So we have an update on Miss Gabby Sidibe. For those of you who don't know that name, that's Precious.
And what's her name? Becky. On
Empire. Yes, she does play Becky on Empire. But apparently she has lost a few pounds and is looking rather tasty.
Really?
So apparently we've got some new Spank Bank currency for those of you who need that.
Wow.
Spank Bank. Eric's face is giving me so much life.
You got some of that new Spank Bank? Some new a new deposit for your Spank Bank?
Yes, a little chocolate drop to put in there for you.
To make a withdrawal anytime.
Okay, sorry. So we're gonna update you on a story read about before. Earlier in the year, there was a homophobe named Martin Blackwell who dumped scalding hot water on a young gay couple that were at his house.
Oh.
And for those of you who know what burns are like, when you have burns over 20%, 30% of your body, a burn blisters constantly.
Yes.
Oh, snap. We don't have enough time to finish this. Okay, so we'll finish this up when we come back in the 50 seconds. Well, we won't be back in 50 seconds. We'll be off in 50 seconds. I will be here, though, on the Talk Lately radio show. See you soon.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks.
Radio Loyalty. Here's how it works. Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right? Radio Loyalty. Click that banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monny, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. But when I smoked weed, there was a D on that. When I smoked weed, my inhibitions actually weren't wild. You know, like I wasn't like, oh, I want to go fly on a kite or jump off this roof or something like that. No, it was quite the opposite. I was very laid back. I actually wanted to eat all the time. Gosh, and I never would get full. And I got sleepy. So I never wanted to go out and do something wrong, like break windows, drive under the influence. Definitely not drive under the influence. Because I wanted to go to sleep like very badly. Like, high sleep is the best sleep ever. Gosh. Irresponsible child abusers are going to have free access. That's not the truth, because if they do legalize it, they're going to probably put the same stipulations they do for cigarettes. Now, if you are under 18 and you wind up getting a pack of cigarettes, then that's what happens. I had a pack of cigarettes before I was 18. So what? Because they was, cigarettes was in a machine that, it wasn't nobody standing there. Right. You just pull a little knob and get your little pack of Newports and you go about your business. Now they're not. Now they're behind the counter. So now you have to ask the old person that doesn't have any money, standing outside asking you for $1. I'll give you $1 if you go get me some cigarettes. He will more than likely do it. He'll be like, how old are you? Does it matter, homeless? That's what they say to him. But if it was me, though, that's what they say to him. But if it was me, I'd have been like, can you go get me this pack of cigarettes? And he would be like, well, how old are you? Homeless. One word. That's it. You go get the damn cigarettes and you get this $1. No, I'm just playing. 2 Chainz Gamely.
The all-new season of Talk Lately, Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show, here live on BeExposedRadio.com. In the building, we have live Mr. Michael Ryder. Mm-hmm. There we go. Mm-hmm. And Mr. Steve Yarn. They're doing a partnership based on what was it again? The stories of the Vulcan Blazers. An awesome production that they have coming up. And now the name of it will be called Baltimore Heat. There we go. They were telling us a little bit about, they're in the pre-production phase of developing this Baltimore-based production. It seems like a really awesome idea. And I'm always love for more artistic events to come here, and because it's more of an event because you guys are going to actually use Baltimore as your complete backdrop of the city, and that's very awesome to hear.
Yeah, we want people to fall in love with this project through the visions and the tales we're going to tell about these firefighters, but also we want them to fall in love with the city of Baltimore. Just like they did with Miami Vice and Chicago Fire and NYPD Blue and
Sex in the City,
and all these other places that have the city as a star as much as the artists and the actors are.
And
that's
Baltimore has for many years have been the backdrops of many movies. I could think of a few Whoopi Goldberg movies, Sleepless in Seattle. A lot of these movies that have always used Baltimore as a scene. Not to mention The Wire and Homicide and countless other movies, House of Cards. All these movies and television shows that have always used it, but it was never really about Baltimore. They always included Baltimore in the story or the backdrops or certain historical scenery,
things they absolutely needed to say.
But House of Cards actually shoots in Baltimore. But they're saying that it's Washington D.C. So they're shooting here and not even giving us credit for the place we're here.
The Artist Exchange.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back. All right. So welcome back. So I'll give you an update on our breaking news. And then I will finish my update on the boiling water couple. So update, Chris Brown has been arrested for assault with a deadly weapon.
Are you serious?
Yep, a felony. Bailey Curran filed a police report, and Brown will be taken into custody shortly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll see how this turns out. Because I still think she was stealing.
All right, this is a real suspect. There's a lot of iffy details.
I still think she was stealing, and she got. And that's what happens. You can steal from us.
Who
We can't
sent
steal
you?
from them.
Who
but
sent
they can
you?
steal from us.
The sheer fact that she went to TMZ first to sell her story that
Somebody sent
didn't compromise the investigation.
Somebody sent
that bothers me.
Is bewildering.
Yes. And they didn't say anything about that. Like, somebody sent her. This was a setup.
Say word.
It was a setup.
It feels
It
mad.
was a setup. And was Chris Brown even invited to the MTV Awards?
All right. So we're gonna fall back. We're gonna fall back a bit. So at the earlier part of the year, we had this man, Martin Blackwell, who poured water on a gay couple that were at his house.
That's what I don't get.
Right.
I don't get that.
Boiling hot water on them.
Didn't he know they were gay when he came to their house?
I don't know. How do you let someone in your house that you don't like?
Exactly.
I don't get that. But so when you are burned over a large, anyway, if you've ever had a small burn, you know how much it stings and it constantly hurts, and you can't every time you touch it. Now imagine that on your entire arm, or your whole back or your thighs. So there's a lot of, in fact, depending on the degree of the burn, they usually keep you sedated. They don't even you're not even allowed to be awake.
Because that's how much pain it is.
Right.
Yes.
And when they have to wash your skin and it's still burnt, oh God, it's truly an awful thing to go
the pills and everything.
So Blackwell has been sentenced to 40 years in prison.
Okay. That's
yay, America.
I'm still confused.
We made it happen, man.
I'm a little confused because I'm like, how did they get their clothes off in your house?
Well, I don't think they were. Yeah, you don't need your clothes off to get burned by hot water.
So they were just sitting in there, and he didn't know they were gay, and he just burnt these men.
Well, they were.
Was it a party
I think they were kissing? I think they were like, giving each other a little, hey, how you doing? And they were. Oh yeah.
Well, I hope he likes them now.
Here's what he said. They were stuck together like two hot dogs, so I poured a little hot water on them to help them out.
Really?
They'll be all right. It's just a little hot water.
And so will he in the jail. because they're gonna love you.
Right.
40 whole years, bruh.
You hate gay people?
Yeah, you hate them?
All right.
Oh, yeah, we love you.
The two young men, Marquez Talbert and Anthony Golden, had a GoFundMe page, which has raised more than $72,000 for them.
Okay.
To help care their doctor's
medical bills.
Yeah, because that guy's not paying them. He's going to jail. Martin is going to jail. Okay, so we are going to update you on another story. I don't remember when this happened. I think this is earlier in the year too, or maybe last year. There's a young man who had a double hand transplant.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. So he can throw a football, write with a pencil, and other stuff. It's very cool. So it was his dream. Today he got to hurl. Yes, I did do the Chris Brown update.
All right, let's
see. Look, y'all ain't even listening. You standing out there looking at my face and not listening to any of the words coming out of my mouth. So let's see what happened. He was allowed to go to an Orioles game. And he got to throw a ball. Yes, very nice. Sweet. He said he proudly points out that is a father 50 cents ball. What? Okay, I don't know what this is. Anyway, so he and his dad are really happy about life.
Oh, that's nice.
He can write with a pencil. He can hold a fork. He can climb monkey bars. He can zip up his pants. He can make a sandwich by himself. Like, he's been given a whole new lease on life.
Question, I don't know if you might know, but can he write with both his hands?
No, it doesn't say that.
No,
it doesn't say that.
Didn't give him magic.
I'm just wondering. Just wondering.
He's not a superhero.
He's a 9-year-old kid who has a whole new lease on life. It's really, really quite awesome. What the surgeons over at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia have done for him. So send your shout outs and let folks know what great things are happening.
I only asked because I wanted to know, like, which hand did they know that he wrote with it? You know, you get what I'm saying? Like, how did you know
which hand?
Yeah, so that's why I asked.
Well, you know, most people are born with a natural inclination
with
for
that
right.
favor to the other.
Yeah, and even if you don't have fingers, you still will
favor one to the other.
Yeah, it's just the way the brain is set up.
Okay.
So Dr. Scott Levin, who was Zion is the name of the young man.
Okay.
And he is very excited about Zion's progress. He said he's looking forward to doing more of these kinds of things in the future. But it took a team of 40 people, including nurses and other staff, from the plastic and reconstructive surgery, orthopedic surgery, anesthesiology, and radiology.
Okay.
And it was a 10-hour operation, and they all came together and did a great thing for this young man.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So he's here at the Kennedy Krieger Institute, and for those of you, yes, spank bank. Okay. He can now participate with the rest of us in the spanking. So Kennedy Krieger is an institute here in Baltimore that focuses on brain injuries and spinal cord injuries.
Yes.
So they focus on rebuilding nerves. So he's here at the Kennedy Krieger Institute receiving some physical therapy. So congratulations to you, Zion. I hope all of your dreams continue to come true, brother.
Congrats.
Yes. Okay. So Chris Brown made me sad. I'm sad that he's going to jail.
I'm hurt.
Well, he might not be going to jail.
Well, he got arrested.
He got arrested. Yeah.
There is a difference. You are correct.
Yeah.
Because they might still discover that this is all
a hoax, a setup.
They were you said they arrested him at home and then. Well, Well, what's the point of arresting him at home and then releasing him? Like, what does that do?
Oh, so they did that?
Is that just to mess with his character?
Or
to have something on paper, I guess.
It's a setup.
They're really good about having their stuff on paper.
It's a setup. Next thing you know, he's crazy.
Oh, so they don't need him there to book him. Okay, that makes sense because he's been arrested before.
Oh, so
rigmarole they no longer have to go through.
Okay.
Christopher, you really should do better, sir. I mean, I know it's been a rough couple years, but
that's the pure definition of slap on the wrist.
Oh,
okay. They slap you on the wrist. Okay, we arrested you.
you can go home. Oh, and that's where slap on the wrist comes from. Right.
They don't have to take them in because it's not violating.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
All right.
Money, our legal expert.
Right. So that's where slap on the wrist comes from. They literally just slap the cups on him for a little bit, and then that was it.
Okay.
So, we'll see what happens. So, for those of you who live a little bit in the world that we live in, have all saw the VMAs and the subsequent memes that have come on the crest, that have come on the train of Beyonce's gown.
Yeah.
So Bey tore up the VMAs. Apparently, I have yet to watch her performance.
Neither. I haven't seen it.
I'm gonna see it. I'm a Bey fan. I'm a Bey fan. She's my girl.
I like her, but
yeah, I'm a fan.
I'm just not a fan of the awards, so that's probably why I haven't seen it. That's what it is.
I can understand that. I'm not really an awards watcher.
I'm not a
watcher
fan
either.
So.
I think I saw the Oscars when they gave Holly, Denzel, and Sydney.
How many years ago was that?
Oscar? Yes, I haven't watched them since then. Yeah, it's been a long time. So there have been a couple of funny memes that have come as a result. So we have, I'm going to flash this for our YouTube people. We have the picture of Beyonce leaned over and talking to Blue Ivy. And of course, you've seen this captioned with several different things. This one is my personal favorite. So we decided we'd take this and let us all, come on back, Nicole.
Take turns.
We go all pass this around and take turns reading this in the way that we would if it were us, or if our mother were saying it to us how she would.
Okay.
Because this little lean over right here is
we all been through it.
Black girl.
We all been through it. All been there.
Right here. If you are a young Black man, your mother has leaned over and
been
looked
through
at you like this.
My leg stung a little bit.
Ain't nobody got time for your foolishness.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you had a chance to read the lines, Nicole, and prep? You go ahead and prep.
Go
ahead and prep.
As any actor knows, cold reads are not the best.
No,
you gotta warm up.
Take some time to go over what
Get
you're
into
gonna
character.
say, figure out, where your character's coming from,
Really
where they're
immerse.
going to, what's your objective in this moment.
You got it? You got it? You locked it in?
All right, you want to go first? Yeah, all right, Charlene. All right.
First. Okay. Act up in here if you want to. I'll tear your ass up in front of all these people. Try me and fix your face looking like your father.
See now right there. I imagine I can't really see on the
her face
on the camera. You missed the teeth clench. It was a real integral part.
You gotta say it.
It instilled a certain level of fear. Like when you got loud with it, it was real shocking. But the teeth clench, it was like a low vibration that really tickled the wrong part.
Because I don't want everybody to hear, but you know what I'm talking about.
You didn't like the way it felt on your spine. It was real.
Plus with the handhold, it was kind of tight.
Real uncomfortable. It was definitely vice-like grip.
All right, who's next?
I'll go next.
Yes, all right.
No, you gotta change my.
I gotta do it to mix out. I gotta do it how I hear it.
Oh, okay.
Because even
he hear it.
Even my mom said she sounded like this, but no, it was like, yo, you better. All right, let me see what we got here. Act up in here if you want to, but I'll tear your ass in front of all these people. Try me and fix your face, looking like your father. Now see, I can tell the last one because that last part, I can feel a cut over.
You feel that come at you.
Looking
Like,
at me so hard.
looking like
felt this cold wind go by my back.
you looking because it feel like she want to hit you with it. Like,
all those
right.
words hit me so hard.
All right.
Act up in here if you want to. I'll tear your ass up in front of all of these people. Try me and fix your face looking like your damn father.
What's really sad? So what I find the most funny about Blue Ivy's unfortunate resemblance.
She really does.
That
is she looks. She looks exactly like all of the pictures that people put together before she got here.
That's a mean baby.
Let me not. Oh God! Because there's Beyonce in that face. You can see Beyonce.
You see it up here with the eyes.
But Jay-Z,
it was this right here.
The jaw.
Yep. If she put on a balaclava and goes skiing, she looks like Beyonce. She takes it off. It's The Rock.
It's The Rock.
Oh God. She got Beyonce from the nose up.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
She real
yeah.
cute here. She real cute here. She real talented. Real talented.
It's interesting. It's very interesting.
Ooh, help me. Okay. Ooh, another update.
You get notes. It's hot off the presses right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. I feel
It
like
really
I'm
is.
actually doing news, guys. It's
really
really
are.
exciting. Okay. Okay. So I'll do mine in a second. All right. So update. And we're doing a correction. Los Angeles police say Chris Brown is being taken to a police station where he will be arrested and booked on suspicion of assault with a deadly weapon.
So they can arrest you on a suspicion?
You can get arrested.
This is
on
the
suspicion.
Are you serious?
I'm gonna tell you. I can't. So there's some things that I can't believe that we still do in this country, in our justice system. I had a friend who was booked on conspiracy.
I don't get
Just conspiracy.
I don't get it.
Not conspiracy to murder. Not conspiracy to distribute. Conspiracy. He was
Conspiring.
arrested for thinking of something.
Thinking.
Whatever he was thinking of it, and it was menacing.
Mm-hmm. And you got to go to jail because you thought something wrong.
Didn't they used to tell us you were innocent until proven guilty? How do you get arrested under suspicion of anything? I thought until you knew I did it, you're supposed to leave me out.
I thought so.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know.
If I run, then you definitely know I did something.
Yeah.
There we go.
But you know what?
That's America.
The way this sounds, they're going to let this run through, and that lawyer is going to slam them with all of the wrongdoing that you did to make this even happen. Because there's no way that you can go to TMZ and tell them your story and then come to the police and tell us the story.
If Gyarados is worth the money that I'm sure Chris is paying,
I'm pretty sure.
He should walk away. Okay, so we're gonna go to a quick break, and when we come back, then I'll give you guys my reading of the line. And then we'll talk about some other stuff, and then we'll all go home happy. All right, so we'll be right back.
Talk about things.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom.
I wanted to talk to you about something, and oh wait, hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow, busy me. So anyway.
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs.
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, huh?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now. Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yeah, we got your attention? Here's how it works. You click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio Loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
I got drunk one night. This is the night that I put my head through the window and everything. So.
Why would you do that?
Now, I was sitting on the floor.
All these stories always involve alcohol.
They do. I was sitting on the floor, and my drink of choice back then was vodka and orange juice.
Ooh,
it's still my drink of choice, but I don't drink it
as much. I was a 151 kid, straight up.
I love vodka, especially when it was
that rubbing alcohol.
You know.
What brand?
I love back then. I was hooked on Absolute.
That was the best at the time.
And Pinnacle was like number 2 and stuff like that.
Because they didn't have what's the new one that came out? Yeah, what was the new one?
Ciroc, vodka, and
no, the other one. It's real smooth. New Amsterdam.
Great and
New Amsterdam came out, and it was so.
And Grey Goose. Grey Goose was out at that time too.
See, I didn't drink. I told you 151. That was my drink.
Yeah, Grey Goose vodka was one of the ones because I love the
bottle.
Because
you can light it on fire.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're back. This is our female segment. So I guess I can start it with my reading.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that.
All right. So this is my black mom. Snatching my edges. Act up in here if you want to. I'll tear your ass up in front of all these people. Try me. And fix your face looking like your father.
Yeah, my son just had a trimmer over there.
Yeah, it's like some. Now sit down and eat your food.
Mm-hmm. And you better like it. Nobody got time for you. Nobody got time for your nonsense. My mom used to pinch me. When I was in church and I was talking.
That's the easiest way to get you.
So I never sat in front of her because it would just be a real. I'd be like, ooh,
shut up. Yeah, because she can't get to you. They do the. You better sit down and shut it up. And I can't curse in this church.
Right. Well, tear your little skin up. And I could feel her staring at me because I know I'm acting a fool. I don't give a. So I'm at the, I'm in my little section, and then I feel it, the eyes in my neck,
and then you like, let me straighten
burrowing holes the size of quarters, like ooh. So then I'm real quiet. You okay? I'm good. Why are you sitting like I feel the burrowing in the side of my face? I'm gonna chill out for a second. Obviously, I'm doing too much. So we have a couple of more funny, maybe one more funny story, and we'll see. One more funny story, one interesting story. I think we'll do the funny one first, because why? So a Burger King manager is facing an assault charge for allegedly throwing sauce at a customer.
Oh, gosh.
Why can't people just fight me?
I mean, but come on.
At some point, you need to just square
up,
and then go home.
That's it.
Win or lose, you can either
get off the job property first, off of the cameras, then uniform.
That barbecue sauce, or I got my ass beat with some barbecue sauce. Either way, after it's done, you need to leave.
Right. He threw it at her back. She was walking. So first of all, she was yelling.
Okay.
So the police say the police say it started when a customer complained that her burger had no bun. That's what it was.
How you give me a burger without a bun and you want to get mad at me?
hold on, wait. We don't know the whole story. That's just how it started.
So the burger without a bun. Then they say Waterman yelled at her and threw sauce at her back. He claims she verbally assaulted him, which I believe, because I would have verbally assaulted you too if you gave me a burger with no bun.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
what you expect? What did you expect?
You know what this is?
But you're arrested for throwing sauce?
First off, yeah.
That's assault.
First off,
that's assault. I verbally assaulted you. You physically threw something at me. Yes.
I think at that level, if that's still hop over the counter level. All right, there are levels to it. That's not lawsuit level. If I break a bone, I'm suing you. You're paying for that bone.
Wow.
If you touch me and it makes me uncomfortable, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Right.
I'm not gonna take you to court. Yeah, he touched me and it made my hair grow wrong.
Yeah.
I felt for I don't know, maybe like 9 years now that we have gotten far too sue happy as a country.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, it's all about the money.
There are people. You've seen the people on YouTube where when people got their dash cams, they'll pull up somebody and they'll jump on the hood.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm hurt. I'm suing.
It's too much. It's too easy. There are too many ways where you can sue.
Was it a male and she was a female?
I don't care.
Like maybe maybe she's using that to her advantage, saying I was intimidated because he's a male.
Personally, I'm
because she was making a point about the McDonald's and the 2 car. But have you seen the documentary about that? Okay, so that coffee was like 109 degrees.
Somebody threw coffee on someone?
No, you remember this? Okay, I was in high school, so it had to be 2001, 2002. Okay. There was a woman who sued McDonald's because she got burned by her coffee. And everyone was like, what's she suing McDonald's over hot coffee? That don't even make sense. No. Like, the coffee had to be somewhere between 100 and like 75 degrees. Like, it was a ridiculously hot coffee. That store knew that machine was inoperable.
Oh, okay. That's different.
So there was,
that's different.
Right. So and part of the reason why we all immediately think, well, she sued him for hot coffee? That's crazy. You knew it was hot. That's because of the way the media spun it.
Yeah, of
because
course.
That's the way their lawyers wanted you to look at it.
Yeah.
And that's the way big businesses are spinning those kind of lawsuits. They sell it to us as petty.
Yeah.
But when you go and really read what it was, oh no, you stole his patent.
Yeah.
You should have got sued. You were getting sued.
Exactly.
That store manager. Okay, maybe not all of McDonald's should have been sued, but that store manager definitely should have been held responsible for making sure that his equipment was not endangering his employees, much less his customers. But I'm an employee. I'm next to this machine that's making ridiculously hot liquid.
I know it's too hot.
Yeah. Every day?
Yeah.
What kind of manager are you?
Yeah.
You don't care about me. And what
but that's why was this a female manager or a male manager at this Burger King?
I don't think that.
Like,
it says his name.
It was a man. See, so that's probably her. Her defense. I was intimidated, and he threw something at me.
I believe I'm an equal opportunity ass whooper. Everybody deserves one at some point. It's just whether or not you get it or not. Don't start none, won't be none.
That's true. But wait a minute, didn't I pay for my burger and you didn't give me a bun?
Okay, we have one more minute. I want to talk about this.
Which makes me really excited, sort of, very excited. It says Japan pledges $2 million for Maryland bullet train feasibility. So I'm pretty sure this is money that goes to test to see if it's possible to maybe try to start to get a magnet train going.
Oh, okay.
Right. Which would be great because I've been to Japan. I've taken the magnet train.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why we're so backwards. We still have stuff from when we rode horses across the country.
When that trip to Oregon was 4 months.
Right. There's a whole different group by the time you got there. Everybody who left died and their children made it. Yeah. So, I'm glad that they're doing it. I still think that a magnet train from here to DC is stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
Here to California would make
that would be great. Yeah.
you know, we can
or
get there.
here Maine to Florida.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Please make sure you come back. I'll be here with you next week, starting at 7:00. This is the Talk Lately radio show.
Check out this flashback on Gangsta Goddess radio show.
You are true to yourself. You walk that, and you walk it with your head up, because yes, I have this gangster